Welcome, everyone, to the Feminine Outliers podcast. Your dose of fun, life advice, and experiences from two African professional women living and working in the Western world. We're your hosts, Zelda Wasau,
and Troll Women Donna.
And we are excited to have you here with us. Guys, welcome back. Or at least we should tell ourselves. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Sel. Welcome back.
It's been what? 3 months? 4 months?
It's almost 3 months. Believe it or
I think it's probably 4 months because we didn't do anything in December.
Oh, yeah, that's so true. Reasonably so, though. We didn't do anything in December because it was Christmas and family time and New Year time. So now it's been 3 months, a long 3 months. I've actually missed this.
I have too. It's so weird because we're so used to like doing things.
Yeah.
We're used to recording, and then it's just been like 3 months of nothing.
Yeah. But no, we have to tell our listeners it's not been 3 months of nothing. It's been 3 months of preparation and switching our branding as well. We've added stuff. We're learning how to do video instead of audio. And so there's been a lot of work. And honestly, when you have a primary job and a side gig, I have much respect for people who are so consistent, and we're getting there. But yeah, no, it's just crazy. You have had crazy work shifts with interesting patients, and I have been so busy with my project, and it's just, yeah, like our lives are really full, gratefully so, but no, we keep forging forward. That's my take on that.
I like that. It's been tough because, in all honesty, we actually did record an episode, guys, about a month ago or so.
Yeah.
That was when we were usually supposed to start.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to release that episode. And I actually edited it with much difficulty because if you guys can tell, we're now doing video. And so we're new at this. Please be patient with us because this is all brand new for us. So we're still learning. But that was a challenge because just learning the new interface, figuring out how to edit video. Oh my goodness. It was tough for me to edit that thing. I think I remember telling Troy, I'm stuck because I got to a point which I'm not sure what's happening. And then after we eventually got to like a reasonable point when we could release the episode, we were like, it just seems off.
It did.
And that took what, 2 or 3 weeks? I don't know, for us to come to that conclusion.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, it doesn't seem like what we want to release.
Right.
And so we wasted all that. I mean, I wouldn't say it's wasted. I got to play with the scripts and all the different platforms we're using. And then we got to learn something. But still, it felt like a setback.
Right. Yeah.
And that was just like the first setback because after that, now when we came back to re-record another episode, during that was it during the recording or right before the recording, my microphone decided to stop working. And I was like, the microphone was working very nicely beforehand. Why is it not working now? And I couldn't fix it. I couldn't figure it out. So that recording was aborted. And it took me what? And I couldn't, because I was outside of my return window with Amazon, I couldn't return it. So I had to like call the manufacturers, sign up for a warranty.
Yeah.
Fill out a form, then get it sent over. And I think the microphone was like out of commission. So they just sent me a whole brand new microphone on Wednesday last week. So I don't know when this is coming out, but they sent it. They sent it to me like just recently. And I was like, wow, it's another little hiccup.
Then that took another like what, 2-3 weeks. So it's been, that just added up to the time. But we're here. That's what matters. We're here. And kudos to you for working out on the video. Because when I started looking at it, I was like, huh? I hey, I need to like step back. This is not water engineering. I need to step back. The whole digital world is just so different and there's just so much to learn. So, yeah, but we're here. So, here we are.
Starting afresh. I mean, not really starting afresh. We're continuing from where we left off. We're hoping to be bigger, better, have more fun, explore more, topics.
Yeah.
Hopefully, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. We're also obviously hoping to grow our audience, have more, what is it, have more engagement and all that. I mean, granted, I know we've been missing in action for the past 4 months, but we're back. So,
Hmm. We are back.
and you get to see our faces. So
Yes,
now you see the faces behind the voices.
that's true. And our backgrounds as well. Very intentional. Well, what do you have in your background? You want to tell our
So
listeners?
I have the world map. I know you guys can't see it properly, but I mean, obviously, here's our beloved Africa,
Whoop, whoop.
'cause we're African, and this is just generally parts of the world. I have the whole entire world map up here. I love to travel. I think you guys, I mean, if you've listened to our previous episodes, you know I love to travel. If you're new here, hey, I'm Zelda and I love to travel.
Profile. Yeah.
And so one of my goals is to maybe put pins up on places I've traveled to. I haven't gotten to that point, but yeah, that's what I have up there. What about you, Miss Mandona?
So we have our lovely mascot. Zelda named her Lulu. So I got this picture when I was traveling with my family in Livingstone in Zambia. So when we went to see the Victoria Falls, and I just loved it. The picture with the glasses and the giraffe. And so that's our mascot, Lulu. She'll be in our background and she's gonna be hanging out with us. Right, Lulu? So, yeah. So no, this is really cool. I like your background. I like that it's brown, like dark green colors, like my favorite colors. So
Mm.
I like it. I guess it does match Lulu, obviously, you know,
Mhm.
favorite colors as well. Sure agree. So
Lulu the giraffe. What's Lulu's full name?
okay, Lulu's food name is Lulu Sydney Mandona. Anybody who sees the giraffe can name the giraffe. I am curious if the listeners can give Lulu nicknames because she's welcome to it. So now that we're here, how are you feeling about the year or so? I know it's been 3 months in, we're in 2025. How is the year going for you? Would you say?
Years. Years going so far it's going well. It's been fun. I'm excited that winter is, you know,
I know.
I think it's over.
I think it's
I think I don't know what the official date is for winter
yeah.
ending, but the weather is warmer. It's better. I don't necessarily actually need my winter coat. I just need like a jacket now.
Mhm.
I'm excited about that.
Mhm.
I am really excited about that because I'm done with winter. I'm so done
Yeah.
with that cold. I'm excited for that, but it's been fun year so far. I went to Vegas in February.
Oh,
That was
yeah, yeah.
fun. Um,
Mhm.
that was me kicking off my travel.
Mm,
So I'm excited, and of course, I hopefully have more travels planned this year,
mhm.
including like I'm going to Japan in 2 days, 3 days. I can't
What?
count. 2 or 3 days. So I'm super excited. I'm just this year I wanted to do a lot more traveling. And it looks like I'm coming back to the UK, so to hang out with Norway. So
Yes, yes. Oh, speaking of Japan, I want I wanted to say this. You should take a picture when you go to the Uniqlo, like the
yeah, they have
like the
the
Uniqlo.
unicorn.
Like, just when you get in there, just take a bow and be like, "I'm here. I'm really here, and here, let's go." Because I hear it's like got 7 floors or something. Like the number of
Mhm.
floors are pretty. Yeah, it has a lot. So this is like, and anyway, to give our listeners some context, is when Zell and I go into Uniqlo, we never come out, nothing else happens, the world stops. So I can honestly, if I was with you in Japan, I'd be like, Zell, we need to wake up early in the morning. Like we actually
They go,
need to
yeah.
come. And you need to have like a big breakfast because one flow is gonna take us maybe an hour or two. So we need to keep at it. Like I would have been on it. So next time we should go. Next time that's the first thing that came to my mind. I can't believe I'm thinking about consumerism. This is a bit sad.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's part of life. Retail therapy, it's a thing. You don't have to. I mean, you have to control how much you do. It shouldn't go excessively, but it is a thing. So, like, no one's
Yeah.
judging.
Yes. Zoe's like, I'm not judging you. No, but that would be so
Mm.
exciting, Zoe. That would be so exciting. Because you have never been to Japan, right?
Mm-mm. Never been
Okay.
to Japan. I've never really been to Asia proper. I have only been to, yeah, I've never been to Asia proper. Like, the farthest that side I've been to is Dubai.
Really?
So, yeah.
Hey, that is so
So
yeah.
I'm excited. Obviously, I'm a really the cookie cutter, not cookie cutter. Well, I'll say I'm the cookie cutter. I love anime. I watch anime all the time. You want to make me happy? Give me anime.
Mm,
So I'm excited to go to see where anime was originated from. Take pictures, get anime. What is it? Like souvenirs. I want to see the giant Gundam, which you probably don't know what that is, but
nope.
it's like a giant robot kind of thing.
Mhm,
Um, I want
mhm.
to see it, take a picture. Yeah, so I'm excited about it. This is definitely one of my bucket list trips. So I'm hoping it all goes well and everything, goes smoothly.
Yeah. Oh, no, yay! Well, we'll probably do a podcast if you're willing to share with us how it goes, and,
Mhm.
yeah, we should do another podcast on that. Um, I don't know, like, this year maybe I'm just looking at it from a general, like, maybe not necessarily personal level, but I feel like this year there's been a lot, like, events happening in in life, and yeah, like, there's just been a lot, like, obviously, the United States has a new president, so there we are, and he has brought in a lot of changes with his executive orders and just seeing how that's impacting some of my friends, and colleagues and things like that. So that's been very interesting. So obviously, politics will always shake up. U.S. politics will always shake up the world in a way. So,
Mhm.
so seeing that effect, I am excited for winter coming off to an end. Yeah, it is exciting. I don't know why I just have always been comfortable with cold places. Like maybe it's because the winter comes to an end. Like there are times when winter is happening, I'm like, why am I here? Why? Like why is it so cold? But then or as soon as the winter starts coming to an end, I'm like, oh nice. Yay. It just makes the summer worth it, I guess. It makes the summer worth it. That's what I would say. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's been good. Actually, one thing I've not maybe because I'm not in the medical space, this past year with the winter, was there like a increase in like flu cases and COVID cases or things like that?
Mm. Not COVID, but flu, yes. Rhinovirus, yes.
Hmm.
Th- We had there was a norovirus. So there was a increase in the number of viruses, which is very annoying. You know, I love my job, but I absolutely hate it's when people have these infectious diseases because I also don't want to get them. I don't. It's
Ah,
like I don't want to deal with it.
yeah.
I think I told you, like, I think I went sick twice, and it's not, like, major. It's like, I mean, you feel, like, a little bit sick and, like, exhausted, and you know it's, like, some type of viral infection and stuff. This one time I broke out into hives all over my body, and I was like, "This is a virus. This is 100% something I picked up from one of my patients." To the point that I've
Mm,
gotten so paranoid that I am now like, I'm getting myself back to, like, COVID times when I wear an N95 mask because I'm
mm,
so sick and tired of go to work, and then the week I have off, it's like sore throat, this, that. I It's like it makes me paranoid dealing with my patients who have these illnesses because I just no offense, but I don't wanna get them. I don't wanna pick up what they have. So,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow, okay.
there's been an uprise in that. So, like and then some of these patients, they just cough in your face. I'm like, "Can you turn your head and cough elsewhere?" Like, you have that it's like a knee jerk. Like, for me, I'd feel like, "Oh, I need" like, if a cough comes suddenly and
Mhm,
someone's in front of me,
mhm. Like,
I'll turn my head, and now they cough. Or you ask them about the cough, they cough. A
you're
little bit
like
cover there, a
you're
little bit
like,
cover there.
etiquette, etiquette.
Yeah, yes, and I'm just like, I mean, I know you're sick, but you can still try a little bit of etiquette.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is the doctor is immortal. The doctor is immortal at this point. Yeah. Okay. No, that's yeah. Okay, that's good. Then I'm grateful for this season. I did get sick. Yeah, I did have the it was a I don't know what it was. I guess it passed through and then I got better. I think it lasted for about a week. So that's the
Mm.
because when I think of winter, sometimes that's what I think of is like there's that episode of where you just get the cold, the flu, whatever. It's all mixed up now. You don't even know what virus it is. It's just whatever.
Right? You just know it's a
It's
virus.
just
Yeah,
something.
you and it's going to
Yeah. They're just like living all together, just something, whatever. Yeah, no, but I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of the year. As you said, you're coming over. You know me, Zoe. I am not good at planning my trips.
I know.
the the shade. The shade. Okay, the judgment without judging. No, yeah, I'm just not good at it, but I know I want to do stuff. Like I think for me, I'm just like, okay, I will I will plan something when I will plan something. Right now it's tax season, like I said. Yeah. So I'm focused on getting administrative things done and then once that's out of the way, I will focus on summer, focus on holidays because I know the prime time is spring all the way up to like September-ish, October, September,
Mhm.
October, because that's crucial. That's when most of the travel needs to happen. So, but since you're coming over, that's one tick, tick. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's for me. I'm not so. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just so lazy. I'm just so lazy at that. No, yeah. So I can't really think of. I've told you I want to go to France. There's so
Mhm.
I have so the three countries I have right now on my list right now is France, Ireland, and Italy. And of course exploring the UK because it won't make sense to come here and not explore the UK. So
Mm.
so right now that's on my list. So I need to figure out how to get that going. So there we go. But the good news is they're all nearby. So it's a matter of
Mhm.
just getting myself together, my visa, and stuff
Right.
like that. So yeah.
That's true. You should
So
get yourself together.
I will keep you posted and then maybe we can do, yeah, podcast episodes on that.
Maybe Scotland part 2, but, like, a different place.
Ah, yeah, but there won't be Dave. Maybe there'll be a
Oh,
different
I know I miss him.
maybe there'll be a different Dave. Oh, I wonder if your trip will gonna have a Dave. I hope it's gonna be a Dave vibe. That would be so cool.
Yeah,
Like
we shall see.
Japanese version.
We shall see how that goes. It'll be fun. I'm just gonna be open my mind up to whatever I can and see. Like,
I mean, isn't there a food you're looking forward to eat that you have tried in a Japanese restaurant that you're like, "I want to
oh,
try"?
there's so many. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, like food is like one of the big things. There's so many. Like there's okonomiyaki, there's takoyaki, obviously sushi, ramen,
Mm,
because I know, and the different types of ramen.
mhm.
Oh yeah, their custard. I think Japanese custard is good. And they bake there's a lot of stuff. Like, eating is, like,
It's
high up on the priority list.
it's gonna be good. It's gonna
And
be
I know
really
I'll be,
good.
like, eating and walking, because I know one thing is you do a lot of walking there. So,
Yeah, it's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. That's good. That's exciting. That's exciting. So, what about the podcast? What are you excited about? I can say what I'm excited about,
mm,
but what are you excited about? What do we have in store for our listeners?
well, obviously, now you're gonna have us video. So you're gonna see us more in, like, video episodes, so hopefully it's more interactive that way. Hopefully you can see our body language and, that goes with what we're saying. Because I know sometimes that can be a missing piece. So I'm excited that we're trying out with video. I'm excited to, put up more episodes. Now, granted, I think we will be reducing the number of episodes for now. I think we're doing it once every 2 weeks. But in the interim, I know I'm gonna be starting my patient diaries. I put up one, but like I'm actually gonna start it for real reals now.
Whoa!
Because I think there's a lot of learning points from
Mhm,
some of these interactions, and the stories
mhm.
are very interesting. Like,
Yeah,
working in the hospital can be very entertaining. It can be very annoying and very entertaining. Like,
yeah.
it's and there's a lot of things to learn. And I think in the hospital, you see people at their raw self, like raw
Mhm,
emotions come out because people are very vulnerable. Patients are concerned because, they're very vulnerable, they're sick. Family members are like concerned because, patient is sick, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, in a sense, logic tends to just run out of the building,
mm.
some of the situations. So there's a lot of interesting stories. And I want to be doing that like as a mini series. So that's gonna be kind of in between like the weeks when we're not putting out an episode.
Mhm.
I don't know and I think Chol is still gonna be handling the social media
Yeah,
side. She's
yes.
that's her. I'll let her talk about that.
Yeah, like, I will yeah, the social media side is something that I am also learning how to do, because I think one thing I need to be honest is that I don't know if it's just one, me, and also the way I'm wired to be in focused on problem solving,
Mm.
engineering, sciencey stuff, to switch over to the social side where you're like, okay, I need to present this other side of myself or whatever we're doing. It's something I'm learning as well. And so, yeah, it's just something that I'm like, I'm getting used to it. And when when influencers are like telling people about how to start like side gigs or do your own podcast, your own channel, I think they miss one thing. That information is that it doesn't cater to your personality. It doesn't tell you like, "Hey, if you're this personality," like I think over time, once we keep going with this, we probably should do an episode on like how to start a podcast as a STEM professional. Like it should be like something specific for people who are in certain fields. Cause yeah. But yes, with the social media, I will be sharing posts. I'll continue to share posts just with what it is to be a feminine outlier, talking about um exercising. I'm still exercising. If you guys have been following us, I'm pretty excited. It's going to now almost this year is going to be 2 years exercising. So I've kept up with it. So I'm pretty
Yay.
excited. So I'd love to tell you guys the story of how it's going. I just haven't
Mhm.
had a chance to. I've done a bit of video recording, but I'm definitely very proud that I'm actually lifting heavier now. So, in fact, now
Mhm.
because it's more intense, I have to focus on keeping my body right because I don't want to mess anything up. Because you have to, the heavier the weights become, the safer you have to play it out, and you have to get good sleep, lots of water, blah blah blah. So all of that,
Mhm.
but yeah, I plan to do that. And then any sort of moments that come up in the day where I think this is worth sharing to you guys and how to live as a feminine outlier or just an outlier if you're not feminine, no shade on the men out there. So we're for everyone. Yeah, that's the plan right now. But honestly, just getting back into podcasting and sharing our thoughts and just moving things. And we're pretty excited that we are also planning to do collaborations. We have met
Mhm.
a few people, we have had discussions, the people who are enjoying our episodes and really want to be a part of it and want to be guests on the show. So we are going to be doing that. So that's exciting.
Mhm.
It just feels
Yeah.
so good when somebody says, "Hey, I see you, what you're doing. We love it and we want to be a
Mhm.
part of it," right?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
and it's so cool because this is all organic. We don't even advertise our show and we're getting people asking to like be part of the show. So that's really cool. So yeah. Um
So, I hope when you guys are hearing this, you're gonna be excited because we're excited. I mean, it's been a long time coming, but we really want to, like, you know, grow this podcast, enjoy it, have fun, expand our horizons, and so far they're expanding. We're getting there slowly but surely, and it's exciting to see this. It's exciting to do this, and yeah, we apologize. We were, again, going for some time, but life was lifing.
Life was life
That's all I
in.
could say.
Life was
Eh,
life in.
I mean, we're gonna try to be better at putting contingencies in place, obviously, in the future, so we can have, like, keep a regular schedule. I guess, we're also learning on the go. So
Mhm.
some of these are growing pains, and it's part of, having, a side hustle. And it's fun. And I think, like, for me personally, I've learned that I need to have, like, dedicated time to sitting down and just thinking about the podcast and everything, because for me, it's very easy. Actually, this is just generally across my life. When I'm working, the week I'm working, it's so easy for me to ignore everything else,
Mm.
because depending on how my day goes, if it's really busy, I come home and I'm just exhausted and I just want to sleep. I just want to eat, relax, watch anime, watch something, and just unwind. But I've realized that I have to put in more, you know, structure into some of these things so that I make sure I don't fall behind on other aspects in my life simply because of work. Because I refuse to let work take over everything. So
Yeah.
that's one thing I've been, working on. Because yes, I do work 1 week on, 1 week off. So my 1 week off, I can get a lot of stuff done.
Mm.
But things also need to be done during the week on. Because And that's what I'm working on, so that I can also be more, consistent with everything that I'm doing here with the podcast. So
Mm.
I'm excited about that, excited to see how that goes. In as much as I don't like to admit it, because I think Chole is better at this than I am, we have made progress. For me, I think I always tell Chole I don't feel like we've made enough progress.
Mm.
That's how
Mm.
but, like, Chole is more she's better at looking at the small wins and, like, celebrating the small wins.
Small
Whereas
wins all the way, Zell. Small wins all the way. I mean, honestly, the fact that we're doing it, like, if you remember when we started this, and we were just trying to record audio, okay? Now that I'm even thinking about audio, it was so much easier. Oh my goodness, it was so much easier. But we were trying to record audio, and we were just trying to record. Like I said, I remember when we made a pact, like we're gonna upload 3 episodes, and then see what happens, and then see what happens. No, I think we're made progress. I think
Mhm.
we've made so much progress. It's funny because I just recently did a presentation at work. Yeah, last week I did a presentation at work, and somebody came up to me and said, "Wow, the presentation that you did was really good. You sound like a professional." And I was like, okay, yes." But but in my mind, I was just thinking, it's all of this, like consistent practice, talking about this,
Mhm.
and like I don't know obviously how I sound when I present, but I'm thinking she was thinking it sounded very polished or whatever. And it's like, yeah,
Mm.
practice makes perfect. I mean, maybe close to perfect, but I'm not saying I'm perfect. But the thing is that at least I don't know. Yes, I do look for the small wins because
Mm.
it helps me progress. And also my fitness journey has made me it's actually surprised me because I was a person that like I started off with 2.5 kg in just like lifting weights, and now I'm at 70. It's like crazy. So it's like,
Yes.
so yeah, I'm telling you, small wins matter. They do. They compound. So let's keep going.
Mhm.
Let's keep going. And yay to us, because we have full-time jobs, Zell. We have full-time jobs. So that just means we are very, very busy. And we have mentally tasking jobs. Like they're just like
Mhm.
taxi. That's what I wanted to say. Mentally taxiing jobs. And I'm just like, they do take up a lot. So I don't blame you for having to want to rest afterwards. It's very natural. Because I think, if anything, after work, I want to rest and then I get just a little bit of energy to do something extra. And then that's it. Um,
Mm.
so it's really hard to be on it like all the time.
That's true, and they're mentally taxing, and we're in different continents. Let's just add that aspect onto it because it complicates things because there's a chance I would have been able to record during my work week,
Mhm.
but it would have only worked if Chole was in the same time zone.
That's true.
Because you're not in the same time zone, once 7 p.m. is done, like 7 p.m. is what? It's either 11 or 12 your time,
Yeah.
depending on what time of the year it is.
Mhm.
You're asleep. So it's like it doesn't work.
Mhm. Yeah.
So that's
No.
why, but then again, guys, these are also, they're the realities of what's making it difficult, but also it's not an excuse for us to not do stuff. I think I look at it as another challenge to conquer and gets it done because I think if we actually do enjoy doing something, if we really want to do something, we'll get it done.
Mhm.
We'll find a way and get it done. And if it's important to you, you'll somehow figure out a way. So I think that's what I'm realizing is like, I just have to be more organized. Point blank, simple. I just need to be more organized
Yeah.
because I think I'm very used to just going with the flow.
Yeah.
And somehow my life always works because I don't have responsibilities to take care of. So I can easily go with the flow and fix things in.
Mhm.
But there's not certain things you have to, if you don't plan, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I am absolutely not trying to be in that planning to fail category.
Mhm.
I mean, that's what I did with my working out. I told myself mornings is when you're going to work out because
Good.
that way it's the first thing you do and you get it out of the way, and so you don't have an excuse when you're tired later on
Mhm.
in the day to not do it.
Mhm.
So just have to plan for, you know, putting in my work in the podcast and all my other things like piano, which
Mm.
I clearly fell behind with the piano.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but also we're the feminine outliers. See, like, what does it mean to be feminine, Zell? So there's an aspect of letting things be, but I do get it that we do need to add structure. So there's a lady that I follow. on YouTube that talks about setting up a business in your femininity or using your femininity. So, about how a lot
Mm.
of, because she was talking about how a lot of the business world is run by men, or I guess heavily influenced. Let me not say run, but heavily influenced by men who are like, "Oh, you have to make it. You have to wake up early in the morning. Like you gotta, just get it, keep going, the grind, like go, go, go." But then she was saying, as a woman, no, like you're actually not making use of your natural energy. So she was like, you do things the
Mm.
way you want to do them. So like what I see for us is, yes, there have been some hiccups along the way, and we're probably not, how do I say this, as strict, which I do realize that that has consequences, but we are also not saying we're quitting and we're giving up. So that also just has to align with like our energy of saying we are still moving forward and we are here. And I think
Mm.
was a difference because when you work within your energy, it only gets better. You just have to be consistent. So I think quitting is different from, like having hiccups and things like that. So, I do realize that if you recognize that your existence is you're just floating and coasting, yeah, having some structures is important, but don't beat yourself up. That's what I'm saying.
Joey. Yeah, I know. It's funny though because it's very funny because even though I'm very go with the flow, it makes sense. It makes sense though because when we traveled and stuff, again, I was very go with the flow.
Mhm.
And then that's when I saw your the stress and the come out, and I was just like, if we miss it, we'll figure it out.
Mm, 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 mm,
That's
mm, mm, mm.
that is so me. Like I'm the kind of person who I like to go to the airport the last minute possible. Okay, I
Mm-mm,
don't want to sit in the airport. It doesn't matter if I have lounge access or not. I just want to go the last minute possible. And
mm-mm.
somehow it always works out.
Yeah, that is, yeah, I think with me with that is when I'm not in my territory, everything I become hyper aware of things.
Mm,
So I think that's another thing. But when I'm in my
that makes
territory,
sense.
I'm like, yep,
Yeah, work out.
everything. You know everything that's going on. You're like, okay, that guy over there is always hanging out in the under that tree. Yep, and that you just life is just life when you're in your zone. you know but no, I just think that as long as we are being consistent, I think,
Mm,
and moving in the direction that we want to go, it will everything's add up basically. It's just obviously the pace at which we're going, we might not be moving at a faster pace than another podcast or whatever, but the thing is that we are on our level, and we'll just keep going until we, keep making progress and keep evolving. So,
yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's how Joey looks at it. For me, I'm like, no, we have to we have to hasten up, do more episodes, do this and do that.
mm-mm,
This is where the
mhm.
difference comes in their way of thinking, you know? Because this is Joey looking zen, but even though I'm generally the more zen person.
No, I'm only not zen when we're not on time, Zell. When we're supposed to be going somewhere and catching a plane. Uh-uh. You don't mess with my plane schedule. Okay? And then maybe there's something different about getting into the air versus like if it was a train. No, because actually we almost missed our trip to Scotland.
Did we?
Remember when we're about to, yeah, to Dave, and then you know what you said, Zell?
Oh,
What's that? You were like, "We'll just take an Uber to Glasgow."
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That's exactly in my that's how my head just works. I'm like, okay, we missed it. What are we doing next? Like it's the same thing. Like 'cause even in Miami, when we were stuck in that traffic going to the airport, did we even tell these people? Did we even tell our fellow outliers that we went to Miami? When did we go to Miami?
We went to them in November.
So it was probably during our last episodes or so.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know if you guys heard about our Miami trip. If everything of if it, yeah, I don't know. Is this new?
I don't
We
remember.
have to look back. We have
We have to look
Yeah, we
back.
have to look back and see. Look at us being having amnesia here of what we talked about. Um,
I remember even in my head, I was like, "We missed the flight. We're just gonna book another one, and then we're gonna try and figure out how to get credit for the other one."
no, and there I was hyperventilating. Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, in my head, I looked at the traffic and I was like, "I mean, there's nothing we can do."
No, I still remember when I got into the cab. When we got into the cab, we got into Uber. I need the destination. And I was like, and it's short. I went,
And we needed to be there in 30 minutes. Like our estimate was
oh my goodness. That showed me. Oh my goodness, that killed me. Was like, like when you just give up on life? That was me. That was me. Oh my goodness. Here I am laughing.
I think I think that the reason also partially why I'm just like, "Yeah," is because I realize when traveling, sometimes things don't work exactly the way you want them to. So
Yeah.
you just have to adapt. So in my head, in those moments, particularly when it comes to something that's out of my control,
Mhm.
my first thing is how do I adapt? And maybe that's the doctor in me coming out because
Good.
in the hospital, this is what you have to do.
Mhm.
Something shit is rolling downhill. You're like, okay, how do I fix it?
Mhm.
What do I need to do? So your mind just changes to what's next. So maybe that's why my mind just goes to that.
Mm.
But then I guess somehow I also happen to have good luck because it just ends up working out. We didn't miss our flight.
Yeah, we didn't miss our flight. It
We
was
arrived in time when we started boarding.
yeah. Oh gosh, that was just actually, if it wasn't for you to change the guy's direction, because there were two ways to go to the airport, and then I think you said it's what do you call this? It's gonna take less time with the other route. That's when he made a change, but oh gosh, I gave up. I literally my soul left the building when I saw the time, and it was all red on the Google Maps. I was like, "There's no head." Yeah.
It's like, this is not happening.
Oh gosh.
You guys can tell I've been in this situation multiple times. Yes, I have.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh,
almost missed a flight by 5 minutes. I've I've been through it, and I guess my motto is somehow I just always make it.
okay.
Anyways,
There we go. Oh gosh, that took me
but
back.
don't worry, I'm working on that.
Please, please. But yeah. No, this is gonna be fun. We are looking forward to this year, and just stay tuned, right?
Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited for what this year will hold. I hope you guys are excited. Just a quick reminder: we are on all major podcast platforms. YouTube, Apple, Spotify, you name it. So you can listen to us, you can watch us on these platforms. If you want to reach out to us, you have the option of DMing us on Spotify and some of these other, you can leave us a message on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, share with whoever can benefit from this podcast. Share it with as many people. You can also email us at the feminine outliers at gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to collaborate with you. We're all, we're open to learning more, getting more ideas from you guys. So just feel free to, the channels of communication are open, and we are excited to interact more with you guys. So feel free to reach out to us. If you have any questions or anything, you know how to get to us. Again, like, subscribe, comment on YouTube. We're really excited to be back and to be doing this. Excited for the content that's coming up, for our future
Mhm.
collaborations. That's gonna be exciting.
Woo!
But for now, guys, until next time, have fun, live large, and certainly don't be afraid to be an outlier.